Ancient petroglyphs and mysterious carvings etched into rock surfaces are found in over 70 countries around the world, from the deserts of the American Southwest to the remote cliffs of Australia. These enigmatic symbols have puzzled archaeologists, historians, and curious minds for centuries. But here's the question that lingers in the shadows of these ancient artworks. Could these intricate designs be more than mere human creations? Could they, in fact, be messages from extraterrestrial beings left behind for us to decipher? In a world where we're constantly searching for signs of life beyond our planet, these carvings take on a whole new layer of intrigue. What if the answers to some of our biggest questions about the universe are hidden in plain sight, carved into stone by hands or beings we have yet to fully understand? In this video, we'll embark on an investigative journey to explore the theories, locations, and cultural significance of petroglyphs. We'll dive into the mysteries that surround them and uncover what these ancient symbols might be trying to tell us. Get ready to unravel the secrets of these timeless artworks and discover whether they hold the key to understanding our place in the cosmos. Picture this, standing in a sun-baked canyon, your fingers tracing the grooves of a weathered rock face, feeling the faint ridges of carvings made thousands of years ago. These are petroglyphs, ancient art etched into stone by our ancestors, surviving the test of time. Unlike cave paintings which use pigments, petroglyphs are created by chipping, carving, or scratching away the outer layer of rock to reveal the lighter material beneath. The tools used were often simple sharp stones, bones, or even antlers, but the skill and precision required to create these enduring symbols were anything but basic. Petroglyphs are found across the globe, from the rocky outcrops of Africa to the cliffs of Scandinavia, and each location tells a unique story. In some cultures, they were used to document important events like hunts or battles, while in others, they served as spiritual markers, connecting the physical world to the divine. Many researchers believe these carvings were a way for ancient civilizations to communicate with future generations, leaving behind a visual record of their beliefs, traditions, and daily lives. But there's another layer to this mystery. Some petroglyphs seem to depict celestial phenomena, stars, comets, and even what appear to be spacecraft. Could these carvings be early human attempts to record encounters with beings from another world? Or are they symbolic representations of the cosmos, reflecting humanity's eternal fascination with the stars? As we delve deeper into these ancient messages, one thing becomes clear. Petroglyphs are far more than just carvings in stone. They are windows into the minds of our ancestors, offering tantalizing clues about their understanding of the universe and perhaps ours as well. And that's just the beginning. What other secrets might these enigmatic symbols hold? From the sun-scorched deserts of North America to the icy fjords of Scandinavia, petroglyphs span the globe, appearing in some of the most remote and unexpected corners of our planet. Take, for instance, 9 Mile Canyon in Utah, often referred to as the world's longest art gallery. Here, thousands of carvings adorn the canyon walls, depicting everything from bighorn sheep to intricate geometric patterns. Across the Pacific, the Burrup Peninsula in Australia boasts one of the oldest and most extensive collections of rock art, with some carvings estimated to be over 40,000 years old. These ancient symbols seem to whisper stories of the Dreamtime, the spiritual foundation of Aboriginal culture. Meanwhile, in the far north of Norway, the Alta petroglyphs tell a different yet equally fascinating tale. Carved into the rugged cliffs, these images depict hunters, fishermen, and even shamanic rituals, offering a glimpse into the lives of the ancient Sami people. Despite the vast distances separating these sites, there's a striking similarity in the themes and styles of the carvings. Human figures, animals, and celestial symbols appear again and again, as if echoing a shared human experience across time and space. This raises an intriguing possibility. Could these recurring motifs suggest a universal message woven into the fabric of our collective consciousness? Were ancient peoples across the globe responding to the same fundamental questions about existence, spirituality, and our place in the universe? Or might there be an even more extraordinary explanation? Could these similarities hint at a connection to something beyond our world, something celestial? As we turn our gaze upward to the stars, the next piece of this puzzle begins to take shape. What might the skies above have meant to those who left these cryptic messages for us to find? One of the most captivating aspects of petroglyphs is their frequent depiction of celestial bodies, stars, suns, moons, and constellations etched into stone with remarkable precision. Take, for example, the sun spirals found in the American Southwest, particularly at sites like Choco Canyon. These intricate designs are thought to represent the sun's path across the sky, possibly serving as markers for solstices or equinoxes. Imagine ancient peoples gathering around these carvings, using them as a guide to track the seasons and plan their agricultural activities. It's a testament to their keen observation of the natural world and their ability to translate that knowledge into enduring art. Across the Atlantic in Europe, petroglyphs like those in Valcamonica, Italy, feature what many researchers interpret as star maps. These carvings seem to outline constellations and celestial patterns, suggesting that ancient civilizations were not only aware of the night sky but also deeply connected to it. Could these designs have been used as astronomical calendars, helping early societies predict celestial events like eclipses or meteor showers? The idea that petroglyphs served as a kind of ancient observatory is both compelling and plausible, offering a glimpse into how our ancestors interacted with the cosmos. But there's another layer to this celestial connection that's far more speculative and far more intriguing. Some petroglyphs depict figures with elongated limbs, helmet-like headgear, and what appear to be spacecraft. Could these carvings be artistic representations of extraterrestrial visitors, or are they symbolic interpretations of celestial phenomena filtered through the lens of ancient mythology? While mainstream archaeology tends to favor the latter explanation, the possibility of extraterrestrial influence continues to captivate the imagination of many. As we piece together the stories behind these celestial carvings, one thing becomes clear: they reflect humanity's timeless fascination with the stars. Whether they were inspired by astronomical events, spiritual beliefs, or something more extraordinary, these petroglyphs remind us that the night sky has always been a source of wonder and mystery. And as we continue to explore their meanings, we're left with a tantalizing question. Were these carvings meant to guide us not just through the seasons, but toward a deeper understanding of our place in the universe? What if the petroglyphs we've been examining aren't just records of human experience, but evidence of something far more extraordinary? Enter the ancient astronaut theory, a concept popularized by Erich von Däniken in the 1960s. This theory proposes that extraterrestrial beings visited Earth in antiquity, influencing ancient cultures and leaving behind clues of their presence. Petroglyphs, with their depictions of humanoid figures and flying objects, have become a cornerstone of this idea. Take the Wandjina figures of Australia, for example. These carvings depict beings with large, round heads and no mouths, often surrounded by halos or radiating lines. To some, these figures resemble modern depictions of astronauts, sparking speculation that they could represent visitors from another world. Similarly, in Native American petroglyphs, figures known as sky beings appear to hover above the ground, their poses and attire suggesting they are not of this earth. While these interpretations are undeniably captivating, they're not without controversy. Mainstream archaeologists and scientists often dismiss the ancient astronaut theory as speculative at best, arguing that such depictions are better explained through cultural and symbolic lenses. They point out that many of these carvings align with local myths and spiritual beliefs, which often describe celestial beings as intermediaries between humans and the divine. Critics also highlight the lack of concrete evidence to support extraterrestrial contact, emphasizing that ancient peoples were highly skilled at observing and interpreting their environment. The figures and symbols in petroglyphs, they argue, are more likely reflections of their understanding of the cosmos, rather than literal records of alien encounters. So where does that leave us? Whether you find the ancient astronaut theory compelling or far-fetched, it's hard to deny the allure of these mysterious carvings. They invite us to consider not just what they represent, but how they reflect humanity's enduring curiosity about the unknown. As we continue to explore these ancient messages, we're left to wonder, are we looking at evidence of visitors from the stars, or are we seeing the profound creativity and imagination of our ancestors? The answer may lie somewhere in between, in a space where mythology, science, and wonder intersect. And as we move forward, let's consider another possibility. What if these carvings are symbols of something even more profound, something that transcends both Earth and the stars? For many indigenous communities, petroglyphs are not just ancient art, they are sacred texts carved in stone, carrying the weight of ancestral wisdom and spiritual guidance. Take the Navajo people of the American Southwest, for instance. Their oral traditions speak of star people, celestial beings who descended from the heavens to impart knowledge and guidance. These stories resonate deeply with the petroglyphs found in their ancestral lands, which some interpret as depictions of these otherworldly visitors. To the Navajo, these carvings are more than historical artifacts. They are a living connection to their heritage and the cosmos. Similarly, in Australia, the Aboriginal Dreamtime stories weave a rich tapestry of creation, where ancestral beings shape the land and its people. The petroglyphs scattered across the Burrup Peninsula are seen as a physical manifestation of these stories, a bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds. For Aboriginal communities, these carvings are not open to interpretation but are deeply rooted in their cultural identity. When theories like the ancient astronaut hypothesis are introduced, they can feel like an erasure of their ancestral narratives, reducing rich spiritual traditions to speculative conjecture. Modern indigenous perspectives often challenge the idea that petroglyphs need extraterrestrial explanations to be meaningful. To many, these carvings are enough on their own, telling stories of survival, spirituality, and connection to the land and sky. They remind us that there's a difference between seeking answers and imposing our own assumptions on ancient cultures. Respecting these narratives means acknowledging that petroglyphs are not puzzles to be solved, but windows into the values and beliefs of the people who created them. As we consider these perspectives, we're reminded that understanding petroglyphs isn't just about deciphering symbols. It's about listening to the voices of those who have safeguarded these stories for generations. Indigenous insights challenge us to rethink our approach, shifting from a quest for answers to a deeper appreciation of the cultures that gave these carvings their meaning. And as we move forward, perhaps the most profound message of all is that these ancient symbols are not just about the past, they are a call to honor the living traditions that continue to shape our world. To truly appreciate the artistry and effort behind petroglyphs, we need to step into the shoes of the ancient carvers who left these enduring marks on stone. Picture this, a lone figure crouched on a rocky outcrop, hammer in hand, carefully tapping away at the surface of a boulder. The tools used were often rudimentary, sharpened stones, antler picks, or bone chisels, but the results were anything but simple. Each strike had to be precise, deliberate, and calculated, requiring not just physical strength but also an intimate understanding of the rock's texture and composition. The process itself was painstakingly slow, Imagine spending hours, days, or even weeks to complete a single carving, particularly in environments that were anything but forgiving. In the scorching heat of the desert or the biting cold of the Arctic, these artisans worked tirelessly, driven by a purpose that transcended mere survival. The depth and clarity of many petroglyphs suggest a mastery of technique, achieved through years of practice and passed down through generations. But here's where things get intriguing. Some petroglyphs display a level of precision and complexity that seems almost beyond the capabilities of the tools available at the time. Take, for example, the intricate spirals and geometric patterns found in places like Choco Canyon or the labyrinthine designs in European rock art. Could these meticulous carvings be evidence of advanced knowledge or technology that we've yet to fully understand? Or were these artisans simply so skilled that their work appears almost otherworldly? This brings us to a tantalizing question. Could external influences, whether from advanced ancient civilizations or even extraterrestrial sources, have played a role in the creation of these designs? While mainstream archaeology emphasizes human ingenuity and cultural evolution, the possibility of outside inspiration continues to spark debate and curiosity. What's certain is that the tools and techniques used to create petroglyphs are a testament to the resourcefulness and determination of ancient peoples, reminding us that even the simplest tools can yield profound results. As we continue to explore these ancient messages, we're left to wonder, what secrets might the next carving reveal? Theories about the purpose of petroglyphs are as varied as the carvings themselves, each offering a unique lens through which to interpret these ancient symbols. One widely accepted idea is that petroglyphs served as practical tools, maps, calendars, or territorial markers. For example, the sun spirals of Choco Canyon might have helped ancient peoples track the seasons, ensuring they planted and harvested crops at the right times. Similarly, some carvings are thought to depict hunting grounds or water sources, guiding communities through treacherous landscapes. Yet, not all interpretations are rooted in practicality. Many researchers believe petroglyphs were deeply tied to spirituality, acting as portals to other realms or records of visionary experiences. The shamanic figures found in petroglyphs around the world, often depicted with exaggerated features or surrounded by celestial symbols, suggest rituals or trances intended to connect with the divine. Could these carvings be snapshots of spiritual journeys, etched into stone to preserve their power for future generations? Then there's the tantalizing theory that petroglyphs were meant as messages, not just for humans but perhaps for beings beyond our world. Some carvings, like the so-called helmeted figures or depictions of flying objects, have fueled speculation about extraterrestrial contact. Could these symbols be attempts to communicate with visitors from the stars or warnings about celestial phenomena? While this theory remains controversial, it raises fascinating questions about the breadth of ancient imagination and their understanding of the cosmos. Archaeologists and historians continue to debate these interpretations, each adding layers of complexity to the mystery. Some argue that petroglyphs are multifaceted, serving different purposes at different times or for different cultures. What's clear is that these carvings were never just random scribbles. They were deliberate, meaningful expressions of human experience. As we explore these theories, we're reminded that petroglyphs are more than relics of the past. They are conversations across time, inviting us to decode their secrets and reflect on our own place in history. And if they were indeed messages, what might they be trying to tell us? The next step in our journey takes us even deeper into this idea, examining the possibility that these ancient carvings are part of a larger, more profound communication. Petroglyphs are more than just carvings, they're a visual language, rich with symbolism and meaning. Take the spiral, one of the most common motifs found in these ancient artworks. To some, it represents the journey of life, a continuous cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. In other interpretations, spirals symbolize the movement of the cosmos, reflecting the orbits of celestial bodies or the flow of energy in the universe. These designs appear in petroglyphs across the globe, from the American Southwest to the remote islands of the Pacific, suggesting a shared human fascination with patterns that echo the natural world. Circles, too, are recurring symbols often interpreted as representations of the sun, the moon, or the cyclical nature of time. In some cultures, concentric circles might denote sacred spaces or portals to other realms. Animal figures, on the other hand, carry their own layers of meaning. A bighorn sheep carved into a canyon wall could symbolize strength and survival, while a bird might represent freedom or a messenger between the earthly and the divine. But what if some of these symbols are more than just metaphors? Could they encode advanced scientific concepts or knowledge that ancient civilizations gleaned through observation or perhaps outside influence? For instance, the intricate geometric patterns found in some petroglyphs bear a striking resemblance to fractals, mathematical designs that repeat at different scales. Could these carvings be attempts to document complex ideas about the structure of the universe or the laws of nature? Deciphering this symbolic language is no easy task. Without a Rosetta Stone for petroglyphs, we're left to piece together their meanings based on cultural context, archaeological evidence, and a healthy dose of creativity. Scholars often rely on oral traditions, comparative studies, and modern interpretations to unlock their secrets, but every theory comes with its own set of challenges and uncertainties. As we grapple with these mysteries, we're reminded of the profound connection between art and knowledge in ancient times. These symbols weren't just decorative, they were a way to preserve and transmit wisdom across generations. And if we're willing to look closely, they might still have something to teach us today. What other layers of meaning might we uncover as we continue to explore this ancient visual language? The journey to decode it is far from over. Decoding the messages hidden within petroglyphs is a bit like trying to solve a puzzle with missing pieces. Researchers have tried everything from linguistic analysis to cross-cultural comparisons to unlock their meanings, but the lack of written records from many ancient cultures makes this a daunting task. Without a clear dictionary to translate these symbols, much of the work relies on educated guesses and creative reasoning. Still, breakthroughs have been made. Take the Chumash rock art of California, for example. Through collaboration with modern descendants of the Chumash people and careful study of their oral traditions, researchers have been able to interpret some of these carvings as representations of celestial events and spiritual journeys. Cross-cultural comparisons also offer valuable insights. By examining petroglyphs from different regions and time periods, scholars have identified recurring themes and symbols that seem to transcend geography. Spirals, circles, and animal figures, for instance, appear in rock art across the globe, hinting at universal human experiences or shared archetypes. Yet, these interpretations are far from definitive. What a spiral means to one culture might mean something entirely different to another, leaving room for debate and speculation. The challenge of decoding these messages isn't just about the symbols themselves. It's about bridging the gap between ancient minds and our modern understanding. Without direct access to the thoughts and beliefs of those who created these carvings, we're left to piece together fragments of a story that may never be fully told. Could we ever truly understand what these messages were meant to convey? The answer may remain elusive, but that doesn't make the journey any less fascinating. Enter technology, a game changer in the field of petroglyph research. Advanced imaging techniques such as 3D scanning and photogrammetry are allowing researchers to study these carvings in unprecedented detail. These tools can reveal faint or weathered markings that are invisible to the naked eye, providing new clues about their creation and meaning. Artificial intelligence is even being used to analyze patterns and identify connections across different sites. As we turn to these cutting-edge methods, one thing becomes clear. The key to unlocking the secrets of petroglyphs may lie in the perfect blend of ancient wisdom and modern innovation. What other discoveries might be waiting just beneath the surface? Modern technology is breathing new life into the study of petroglyphs, offering tools that would have been unimaginable just a few decades ago. Take 3D scanning, for instance. This cutting-edge technique allows researchers to create highly detailed digital replicas of rock carvings, capturing every groove and contour with astonishing precision. These scans not only preserve fragile petroglyphs for future generations, but also reveal details that are invisible to the naked eye. Faint lines, weathered symbols, and even hidden layers of artwork can now be brought to light, offering fresh insights into their creation and meaning. Artificial intelligence is another game-changer in this field. By analyzing vast databases of petroglyphs from different regions and time periods, AI algorithms can identify patterns and connections that might otherwise go unnoticed. For example, researchers have used machine learning to detect recurring motifs across distant cultures, suggesting shared ideas or interactions that span continents. In some cases, AI has even helped predict the age of carvings based on their style and weathering, providing a more accurate timeline of when they were created. Projects like these are not just about uncovering new details, they're about redefining how we understand these ancient messages. Imagine discovering a petroglyph that, when digitally enhanced, reveals a complex celestial map or a mathematical pattern that aligns with modern physics. Could technology be the key to unlocking the true meaning behind these symbols? While the answers remain speculative, the possibilities are undeniably exciting. Yet, as we embrace these advancements, we must also confront the challenges of preservation. Many petroglyphs are at risk from natural erosion, vandalism, and even climate change. Techniques like 3D scanning and digital archiving offer a way to safeguard these irreplaceable treasures, but they also raise questions about accessibility and cultural ownership. Who gets to study and interpret these digital replicas? How do we balance the need for preservation with respect for the communities who hold these carvings sacred? As we navigate these complexities, one thing is clear. Technology is transforming the way we engage with petroglyphs, offering new tools to explore their mysteries while preserving them for future generations. And as we continue to decode these ancient messages, we're reminded that the past and the future are more connected than we might think. What other secrets might emerge as we bridge the gap between ancient art and modern innovation? The answers are waiting to be uncovered. While petroglyphs have endured for thousands of years, their survival is far from guaranteed. These ancient carvings face a growing array of threats, both natural and human-made. Erosion, driven by wind, rain, and temperature fluctuations, steadily wears away the surfaces of these delicate artworks. In places like the arid deserts of the American Southwest, where petroglyphs are exposed to harsh elements, the slow but relentless process of weathering can erase entire sections over time. Vandalism, unfortunately, is another major concern. In some cases, petroglyphs have been defaced with graffiti, chiseled away by looters, or even destroyed outright. A heartbreaking example is the damage done to the 9 Mile Canyon petroglyphs in Utah, where modern graffiti and vehicle tracks have marred these irreplaceable carvings. Similarly, in Australia, sacred Aboriginal rock art has been vandalized, stripping away not just the physical art but also the cultural heritage it represents. Urban development poses a different kind of risk. As cities expand and infrastructure projects advance, petroglyphs are often destroyed or obscured to make way for roads, buildings, and other constructions. In some regions, entire rock art sites have been lost to mining operations or quarrying, leaving behind only photographs and memories. Thankfully, efforts to protect these cultural treasures are gaining momentum. Organizations like UNESCO and local heritage groups are working to document and preserve petroglyphs through digital archiving and 3D scanning. Communities, particularly indigenous groups, are also playing a vital role in safeguarding these sites, blending traditional knowledge with modern conservation techniques. Legal protections, educational campaigns, and community-led initiatives are helping to raise awareness and prevent further damage. The urgency of these efforts cannot be overstated. Every petroglyph that's lost takes with it a piece of our shared human history, a story, a belief, a moment frozen in time. These carvings are more than just art. They are windows into the lives and minds of those who came before us. Preserving them isn't just about protecting the past, it's about ensuring that future generations can continue to learn from and be inspired by these ancient messages. As we reflect on the cultural and historical value of petroglyphs, we're reminded that their survival is a responsibility we all share. What steps can we take to ensure these voices from the past are not silenced forever? Petroglyphs are more than just ancient art. They are time capsules offering us a glimpse into the minds and worlds of those who came before us. Imagine standing before a rock carving created thousands of years ago, feeling the same awe and curiosity that its original creators must have felt. These symbols tell stories of survival, spirituality, and the human drive to make sense of the world. They reveal how our ancestors viewed their place in the cosmos, whether they were marking the passage of seasons, recording celestial events, or invoking the power of the divine. What makes petroglyphs so extraordinary is their universality. Across continents and cultures, these carvings share common themes: spirals, animals, human figures, yet each carries a unique cultural fingerprint. In North America, they might tell of shamanic journeys or the arrival of Spanish colonizers. In Scandinavia, they could depict Viking ships or ancient gods. Together, they form a mosaic of human experience, connecting us to a shared heritage that transcends time and geography, but their significance goes beyond history. Petroglyphs remind us that despite the vast differences between ancient and modern societies, we are united by the same fundamental questions. Who are we? Where do we come from? What lies beyond the stars? These carvings challenge us to think differently about our place in the universe and the legacies we leave behind. Today, petroglyphs continue to inspire. Contemporary artists draw from their motifs, blending ancient symbolism with modern techniques to create works that bridge the past and present. Scholars and thinkers, too, look to these carvings for insights into human creativity and resilience. They remind us that, in a world of constant change, the urge to create and communicate remains timeless. As we reflect on the cultural and historical significance of petroglyphs, we're left with a powerful question. What can these ancient messages teach us about our own lives and the world we inhabit? Perhaps they are not just a window into the past, but also a mirror, reflecting the enduring human spirit that connects us all. And as we turn our gaze to the future, how might these timeless symbols continue to shape our understanding of ourselves and the universe? The allure of petroglyphs hasn't faded with time. If anything, their mysterious origins and profound symbolism have only deepened their impact on modern art and culture. From the silver screen to contemporary galleries, these ancient carvings have found new life in the creative expressions of today. Take, for example, their presence in science fiction. Films like Stargate and Prometheus have drawn inspiration from petroglyphs, weaving them into narratives of alien encounters and ancient civilizations. These stories tap into the same sense of wonder that has captivated humanity for millennia, blending the enigmatic nature of petroglyphs with speculative visions of the future. Contemporary artists, too, have embraced these ancient symbols, reimagining them in bold and innovative ways. Installation artists like Andy Goldsworthy and land art pioneers such as Robert Smithson have incorporated petroglyph-like motifs into their work, creating pieces that echo the timeless dialogue between humans and the natural world. In 2016, a stunning art installation in Utah's 9 Mile Canyon used light projections to bring petroglyphs to life, transforming weathered carvings into vibrant, animated scenes. This fusion of ancient and modern not only highlights the enduring relevance of these symbols, but also invites us to see them through a fresh lens. Writers and storytellers have also turned to petroglyphs as a source of inspiration. Novels like Jean M. Auel's The Clan of the Cave Bear and speculative works by authors like Arthur C. Clarke weave petroglyphs into their narratives, exploring their potential as records of lost knowledge or messages from otherworldly beings. These stories remind us that petroglyphs are more than just static carvings. They are catalysts for imagination, sparking endless possibilities about their origins and meanings. What is it about these ancient symbols that continues to captivate us? Perhaps it's their mystery, the way they invite us to fill in the blanks with our own interpretations. Or maybe it's their universality, the way they speak to foundational human experiences, connection, curiosity, and the search for meaning. Whatever the reason, petroglyphs remind us that art is not bound by time or culture. It is a living, evolving force that continues to inspire and transform. As we delve into the role of storytelling in interpreting these carvings, we're reminded that every petroglyph is a story waiting to be told. Whether through modern art, film, or literature, these ancient symbols challenge us to see the world and ourselves in new and unexpected ways. What stories might they still have to tell, and how might they shape our understanding of the past, present, and future? The answers lie in the way we choose to engage with them, blending creativity with curiosity to unlock their timeless secrets. Petroglyphs are often called the world's first stories, etched into stone as a way to preserve tales that might otherwise be lost to time. Picture this: a group of ancient people gathered around a rock face, listening intently as a storyteller points to carvings that illustrate a hunt, a battle, or a celestial event. These carvings weren't just art, they were a form of communication, a way to pass down knowledge, myths, and memories from one generation to the next. But without written records, interpreting these narratives is like trying to read a book with half the pages missing. Take, for instance, the rock art of Valcamonica in Italy, where carvings seem to depict scenes of daily life from farming to warfare. Some panels show what appear to be processions of figures, possibly representing rituals or ceremonies. In Australia, the Burrup Peninsula's petroglyphs include depictions of mythical beings from the Dreamtime, the spiritual foundation of Aboriginal culture. These carvings might not have words, but they speak volumes, offering glimpses into the beliefs and experiences of the people who created them. Yet, the challenge of decoding these stories lies in their ambiguity. A spiral might symbolize the sun in one culture and the journey of the soul in another. A figure with arms raised could be interpreted as a shaman in trance or a celebrant in a dance. Without the context of the culture that produced them, these carvings remain open to interpretation, inviting us to fill in the gaps with our own imaginations. This brings us to an intriguing question. Could petroglyphs be considered an ancient form of storytelling? The answer likely lies somewhere between history and creativity. While some carvings clearly depict specific events or figures, others seem to evoke more abstract ideas, leaving room for multiple interpretations. This duality makes petroglyphs not just records of the past, but also canvases for the imagination, encouraging us to explore the stories they might tell. As we consider the role of imagination in understanding these carvings, we're reminded that storytelling is a deeply human trait, one that transcends time and culture. Whether through words, images, or symbols, we've always sought to share our experiences and make sense of the world around us. Petroglyphs, in their silent eloquence, remind us of the power of stories to connect us across the ages. And as we turn to the next chapter in our exploration, we'll see how these ancient tales continue to inspire modern interpretations and discoveries. Interpreting petroglyphs is a bit like reading a book where the words have faded. We can see the outlines of the story, but the details are left to our imagination. Without definitive answers, the process of decoding these ancient carvings requires a delicate dance between creativity and scientific rigor. Take, for instance, the mysterious, helmeted figures found in some petroglyphs. Are they depictions of extraterrestrial visitors, as some theories suggest, or could they represent spiritual beings or shamans adorned in ceremonial garb? The truth may lie somewhere in between, and imagination becomes a tool to bridge the gaps in our understanding. At the same time, imagination must be tempered by respect for cultural context. Indigenous communities often view petroglyphs as sacred texts, carrying meanings rooted in their traditions and beliefs. Imposing modern interpretations without considering these perspectives risks erasing the cultural richness embedded in these carvings. This balance between creative exploration and cultural sensitivity is essential when studying petroglyphs. The role of imagination doesn't stop at interpretation. It also shapes how we connect with these ancient messages on a personal level. When we stand before a petroglyph, we're not just observers, we're participants in a story that spans thousands of years. What did the carvers feel as they worked? What were they trying to communicate? These questions invite us to step into their world, using our creativity to fill in the blanks while remaining grounded in the evidence at hand. This interplay of imagination and analysis doesn't just enrich our understanding of petroglyphs, it also deepens our connection to human history. These carvings remind us that despite the vast differences between ancient and modern societies, we share a common thread of curiosity and creativity. They challenge us to think differently about our place in the world and the legacies we leave behind. As we continue to explore these ancient messages, we're reminded that petroglyphs are more than just artifacts. They are invitations to engage with the past in a way that's both imaginative and respectful. What insights might they still hold, and how might they shape our understanding of humanity's journey? The answers lie in the stories we choose to tell and the questions we dare to ask. Petroglyphs are more than just ancient carvings, they are the earliest chapters in the story of human creativity and communication. These enduring symbols offer a rare window into the minds of our ancestors, showing us how they saw the world and their place within it. From the earliest marks etched into stone to the complex designs that span continents, petroglyphs reveal the evolution of human thought, culture, and artistic expression. They remind us that art isn't just a modern luxury, it's a fundamental part of what makes us human. Consider the sheer effort and intention behind these carvings. In a time before written language, petroglyphs were a way to share ideas, record events, and express beliefs. They served as a universal language, transcending barriers of time and geography to convey messages that still resonate today. Whether they depicted the hunt, the stars, or the divine, these carvings were a way for ancient peoples to connect with one another and with the world around them. But what's truly remarkable is how petroglyphs challenge our understanding of ancient civilizations. For centuries, history has often been written by the victors, those with the resources to build monuments and leave behind written records. Petroglyphs, however, tell a different story. They are the voices of ordinary people, etched into stone for all to see. They show us that even in the most remote corners of the world, humans were grappling with profound questions about existence, spirituality, and the cosmos. This raises an intriguing question. How do petroglyphs reshape our view of history? Traditionally, we've focused on grand achievements, pyramids, temples, and empires. But petroglyphs remind us that history is also made up of the quiet, everyday moments that define human life. They challenge us to think beyond the familiar narratives and consider the richness of cultures that left no written records. In doing so, they invite us to see history as a mosaic of diverse experiences, each contributing to the tapestry of human civilization. Yet, for all we've learned, petroglyphs still hold many mysteries. Why do certain symbols appear across cultures separated by vast distances? What inspired the carvers to create these enduring works of art, and what secrets might they still be hiding? As we continue to explore these questions, one thing is clear. Petroglyphs are not just relics of the past, they are a bridge to understanding the enduring human spirit. And as we turn to the next chapter in our exploration, we'll delve into the challenges and triumphs of preserving these ancient messages for future generations. Petroglyphs are a treasure trove of mysteries, each carving holding its own set of unanswered questions. Who were the people behind these symbols, and what drove them to etch these designs into stone? While some carvings are straightforward, depicting animals, human figures, or celestial bodies, others defy easy explanation. Take, for instance, the so-called Astronaut figure in Valcamonica, Italy, a humanoid carving with a helmet-like head and intricate details that some argue resemble a spacesuit. Is this an artistic representation of a shaman in ceremonial attire, or could it hint at something more extraordinary? The debate continues to captivate both researchers and the public, with no clear consensus in sight. Then there's the star map found in Kazakhstan, a sprawling petroglyph that some believe depicts a detailed astronomical chart. Could this be an ancient guide to the night sky, used for navigation or ritual purposes? Or is it a symbolic representation of a spiritual journey? The ambiguity of these carvings fuels endless speculation, leaving us to wonder if we'll ever uncover their true meanings. The debates surrounding petroglyphs are as diverse as the carvings themselves. Some researchers argue that these symbols are purely cultural, reflecting the beliefs, traditions, and daily lives of the people who created them. Others propose more controversial theories, suggesting that petroglyphs could be evidence of advanced knowledge or even extraterrestrial contact. While mainstream archaeology tends to lean toward the former, the allure of the latter continues to spark curiosity and imagination. This raises a profound question. Will we ever solve these ancient mysteries? The answer may depend on how we approach them. Advances in technology, such as 3D scanning and AI analysis, are opening new doors for research, while collaboration with indigenous communities is providing invaluable cultural context. Yet, even with these tools, some aspects of petroglyphs may remain elusive, their meanings obscured by the passage of time. What's clear is that these carvings challenge us to think differently about history and our place in the cosmos. They remind us that the past is not a static narrative but a dynamic, evolving story that we're still piecing together. As we consider these implications, we're left to ponder, what might the next breakthrough reveal, and how will it reshape our understanding of these ancient messages? The journey to uncover their secrets is far from over, and each discovery brings us one step closer to unlocking the mysteries of our shared human heritage. Decoding petroglyphs could revolutionize our understanding of human history. These ancient carvings are more than just art. They are time capsules preserving insights into how early societies viewed the world around them. If we could unlock their meanings, we might gain a clearer picture of how ancient civilizations lived, what they believed, and how they interacted with their environment. Imagine discovering that a set of carvings detailed advanced astronomical knowledge or complex societal structures long before such ideas were thought to exist. Such revelations could rewrite the history books, challenging the timelines and narratives we've long accepted as fact. But the implications don't stop there. Some believe petroglyphs could hold clues about extraterrestrial life, offering evidence of ancient encounters with beings from beyond our world. While this idea remains controversial, it raises fascinating questions about humanity's place in the universe. What if these carvings were attempts to document extraterrestrial visitations or to communicate with otherworldly entities? Even if such theories prove unfounded, the mere possibility encourages us to think more expansively about our connection to the cosmos. Yet, as we explore these possibilities, we must also consider the ethical dimensions of this research. Many petroglyphs are sacred to indigenous communities who view them as vital parts of their cultural heritage. Decoding these symbols without involving these communities risks overshadowing their voices and erasing their ancestral knowledge. Respecting indigenous perspectives is not just a moral obligation, it's essential to understanding the full story behind these carvings. Collaboration rather than appropriation must guide our efforts to unravel these mysteries. So, what does solving these mysteries mean for humanity? On one level, it could deepen our appreciation for the ingenuity and creativity of our ancestors, reminding us that human curiosity and the drive to create are timeless. On another, it might expand our understanding of the universe and our place within it, challenging us to think beyond the boundaries of our current knowledge. Whether we uncover evidence of advanced ancient civilizations, extraterrestrial contact, or simply the rich tapestry of human experience, the journey of discovery itself is transformative. As we reflect on this exploration, we're reminded that the pursuit of knowledge is as much about the questions we ask as the answers we find. Petroglyphs invite us to look beyond the surface, to imagine the lives and minds of those who came before us, and to consider how their stories might shape our own. What new insights might await us as we continue to decode these ancient messages? The path ahead is as intriguing as the carvings themselves, promising discoveries that could change the way we see ourselves and the world around us. The journey of exploring petroglyphs is a captivating blend of science, art, and storytelling, our quest to uncover secrets that have lain hidden for millennia. For researchers and enthusiasts alike, each carving is a puzzle waiting to be solved, a whisper from the past that invites us to listen closely. Imagine the thrill of discovering a petroglyph that defies explanation, its symbols hinting at ideas or events that challenge everything we thought we knew about ancient civilizations. It's this sense of wonder, this drive to peel back the layers of history that fuels the study of these enigmatic carvings. Yet the path to understanding is far from straightforward. One of the greatest challenges lies in the interpretation itself. Without a clear key to unlock their meanings, petroglyphs remain open to a wide range of theories and perspectives. Is that spiral a representation of the sun, a map of the stars, or a symbol of spiritual enlightenment? The ambiguity is both a source of frustration and a catalyst for creativity, pushing researchers to think outside the box and consider possibilities they might otherwise overlook. This journey isn't just about piecing together the past, it's also deeply personal. For many, studying petroglyphs is a way to connect with something larger than themselves, to feel a sense of kinship with those who came before. It's a reminder that, despite the vast gulf of time separating us, we share a common humanity, a curiosity about the world, and a desire to leave our mark on it. Curiosity and persistence are the twin engines driving this exploration. Every breakthrough, no matter how small, is a testament to the power of asking questions and refusing to accept easy answers. What might seem like an insignificant detail, a faint line here, an unusual pattern there, can sometimes lead to the most profound discoveries. It's a process that requires patience, humility, and an openness to the unexpected. So, what drives us to explore the unknown? Perhaps it's the thrill of discovery, the satisfaction of solving a mystery, or the simple joy of learning something new. Whatever the reason, the study of petroglyphs reminds us that the pursuit of knowledge is never linear. It's a winding path filled with twists, turns, and surprises. As we look to the future of petroglyph research, the possibilities are both exciting and daunting. Advances in technology, from 3D scanning to artificial intelligence, promise to unlock new layers of meaning, while collaboration with indigenous communities ensures that cultural perspectives remain at the heart of this work. Yet there's still so much we don't know, so many stories waiting to be told. What might the next decade of research reveal? Could we finally uncover the true purpose behind these ancient carvings, or will they continue to guard their secrets? One thing is certain, the journey of exploration is far from over, and each step forward brings us closer to understanding the rich tapestry of human history. And as we continue to explore, we're reminded that the greatest discoveries often begin with a simple question: what else is out there waiting to be found? The study of petroglyphs is on the brink of a transformative era, as emerging technologies and innovative methodologies promise to revolutionize our understanding of these ancient carvings. Imagine a world where artificial intelligence analyzes global petroglyph databases, identifying patterns and connections that might otherwise go unnoticed. Or picture researchers using advanced 3D scanning and drone technology to create detailed, high-resolution maps of rock art sites, capturing every groove and symbol with unprecedented precision. These tools are not just enhancing our ability to study petroglyphs, they are opening doors to discoveries that could reshape our understanding of human history. But technology alone isn't enough. The future of petroglyph research lies in interdisciplinary collaboration, where experts from diverse fields, archaeology, anthropology, astronomy, and even computer science come together to unlock their secrets. For instance, astronomers might analyze celestial-themed petroglyphs to determine if they correspond to specific astronomical events, while cultural historians could provide insights into the spiritual and societal context of these carvings. By pooling their expertise, researchers can approach these ancient symbols from multiple angles, uncovering layers of meaning that might otherwise remain hidden. The importance of collaboration extends beyond academia. Indigenous communities who have safeguarded the cultural significance of petroglyphs for generations play a vital role in this process. Their knowledge and perspectives are essential to interpreting these symbols accurately and respectfully. Projects that involve these communities ensure that the study of petroglyphs is not just about unlocking the past, but also about honoring the living traditions that keep these stories alive. As we look to the next century, the possibilities are both exciting and humbling. Could we discover a petroglyph that reveals an ancient civilization's advanced understanding of mathematics or astronomy? Might we uncover evidence of cross-cultural exchanges that span continents and millennia? Or will we find that these carvings hold messages we've yet to even imagine? The answers lie in our willingness to innovate, collaborate, and remain curious. This journey into the world of petroglyphs reminds us that history is not a static narrative but a living, evolving story. From their origins as ancient expressions of human creativity to their role as modern-day mysteries, these carvings challenge us to think differently about our past and our future. They remind us that the pursuit of knowledge is a shared endeavor connecting us across time and culture. And as we wrap up this exploration, let's take a moment to reflect on the key insights we've uncovered. Petroglyphs are more than just carvings in stone. They are windows into the minds of our ancestors, offering glimpses of their beliefs, experiences, and understanding of the world. Whether viewed as art, history, or messages from the stars, they continue to inspire wonder and curiosity, reminding us of the timeless human drive to create, communicate, and connect. What discoveries lie ahead? The journey is just beginning, and the possibilities are as vast as the night sky itself. As we bring this journey through the world of petroglyphs to a close, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've uncovered. These ancient carvings, etched into stone by our ancestors, are far more than mere relics of the past. They are windows into the minds and hearts of those who came before us. From the sun-scorched deserts of North America to the icy cliffs of Scandinavia, petroglyphs span the globe, offering a universal testament to human creativity and curiosity. We've explored their origins, from their creation using simple tools to their role as spiritual markers, astronomical calendars, and storytelling devices. We've considered the tantalizing possibilities that some might even be messages from extraterrestrial beings, sparking debates that challenge our understanding of history and our place in the cosmos. Along the way, we've seen how modern technology is transforming the study of petroglyphs, revealing new layers of meaning and preserving these fragile treasures for future generations. But perhaps the most important takeaway is the need to protect and honor these ancient symbols. Petroglyphs are not just historical artifacts, they are living connections to the cultures that created them. Preserving them is about more than safeguarding the past. It's about ensuring that the voices of our ancestors continue to speak to us, offering wisdom, inspiration, and a deeper understanding of our shared humanity. And then there's the mystery, the enduring allure of these carvings that invites us to keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep imagining. What might we uncover next? Could future discoveries rewrite the story of human history, or will petroglyphs continue to guard their secrets, leaving us in awe of their timeless enigma? As we wrap up, let's turn the question to you. What will you take away from this exploration? Will you see petroglyphs as art, history, or something more? Will their stories inspire you to look at the world with fresh eyes, to seek connections across time and space, or to embrace the unknown with a sense of wonder? Petroglyphs remind us that the past is not a distant, static place. It's a living story, one that we're all a part of. And as we continue to unlock their mysteries, we're reminded that the journey of discovery is just as important as the destination. So, the next time you encounter a petroglyph, take a moment to pause, reflect, and imagine the hands that carved it thousands of years ago. What might they have been trying to tell us? The answers are out there, waiting to be found. As we reach the end of our exploration, let's return to the question that sparked this journey. Are petroglyphs messages from the stars? Over the course of this video, we've delved into their origins, deciphered their symbols, and examined the theories that surround them. From their role as celestial calendars to their potential as records of extraterrestrial encounters, these ancient carvings have challenged us to think differently about history and our place in the universe. What's clear is that petroglyphs are far more than just art. They are a testament to human ingenuity, creativity, and curiosity. Whether they were created to mark the seasons, tell stories, or communicate with the divine, they remind us that the desire to understand and connect with the unknown is a timeless part of the human experience. Each carving is a piece of a larger puzzle, inviting us to piece together the story of our ancestors and uncover the secrets they left behind. This journey has also highlighted the importance of preserving these ancient messages. As we've seen, petroglyphs are fragile, vulnerable to erosion, vandalism, and the passage of time. Protecting them is not just about safeguarding history, it's about ensuring that these voices from the past continue to inspire and educate future generations. So, where do we go from here? The mysteries of petroglyphs are far from solved, and there's still so much to discover. Whether you're a history buff, a science enthusiast, or simply someone with a curious mind, these ancient symbols invite you to keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep imagining. Before we wrap up, we'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think petroglyphs are trying to tell us? Are they messages from the stars, records of ancient lives, or something else entirely? Share your ideas in the comments below and join the conversation. To close, let's reflect on this thought. The past is never dead. It's not even past. Petroglyphs remind us that history is a living, breathing force, shaping who we are and inspiring who we might become. As we continue to uncover their secrets, we're reminded that the greatest discoveries often begin with a single question and the courage to seek its answer.